Hello dear students, I am Abhinav Negi and Dheeraj sir welcome you all in this session. Guys, 2 to 3 days are left before you are attempting your HPCL exam. How you should attempt it? What should be the speed? What should be the exam hall strategy? That we will be telling in this session. And why this is important, guys? What is the difference in the exam hall strategy of HPCL with other exam? The reason is very simple. Most of the times you're giving the test series on BYJU'S exam prep app of your own. You are giving the test series of GATE. And you are habitual of giving that test. And in GATE, guys, for one question, approximately you get 3 minutes. 65 questions, 180 minutes. So you are habitual of giving the test or the test series of GATE and not the HPCL where you take more time. And such students, when give the HPCL exam or such exam for the first time, then most of the time their 20 to 30% paper has left. Why? Because they are not habitual of that speed. They are not habitual of scoring or putting 2 questions or 1 questions in 40 or 45 seconds. That is why this session is even more crucial. Over to your favorite, my favorite, everybody's favorite, the god of mechanical and so on. And Abhinav Negi, seriously.
Thank you, sir. So guys, first of all, I would like to tell you, like sir have already told you, that HPCL is having different nature than that of other examination like GATE. So many of you have also observed in the BEL and BDL that level of paper was very easy. Like if you see, I have taken the analysis of BEL. There many students have written, sir, exam was very easy. There was no numerical. So the point is, when you give GATE, there is everything numerical. When you give ESC, there are a mixed up. And when you go for HPCL, BEL, BDL, there are no numericals, or you can say very less number of numericals. More questions are of theoretical type. So that is why these 3 to 4 days are becoming crucial, because maybe whatever strategy you have used in GATE may not work here. So that is why in this session we are going to tell you like what you should prefer for these 3-4 days. Whether you shall go for more revisions or more practice, whether you shall go for like going for the previous year's paper, that is only enough, or you shall go for other sources as well. Whenever you are going to attempt the paper, whether you shall go in one go only or you shall go for multiple goes. So all these questions, like whatever the extra syllabus for HPCL is there, how to approach that, what should be the strategy for aptitude. So guys, all those things would be answered in this particular session. Okay, so guys, all those questions, because these questions I got on my Telegram channel from many of the students. So guys, here we are going to answer you each one of that. So that is why this session is becoming important. We will also tell you about the upcoming sessions which we are going to take on HPCL for your benefit. And before that, I will be telling you about the workshop. Those students who are preparing for GATE 25, maybe some of your friends, some of your juniors. So for that, my dear, there is a workshop. You can inform them ideal strategy to be topper in GATE 2025. That will be taken by Richa Gupta ma'am on 20th December. 7:30 PM will be the time. Do attend that. Link is there in the description for this workshop. Workshop will be free. You can share it with your juniors and your friends also. And there is a scholarship test will be on Sunday. That also you can appear. Okay, then this is, sir, about your series. So Abhinav sir, series is going on for OCF. You know that sir is teaching the complete OCF like in the paid course batch. Okay, so you can feel the complete subject with Abhinav sir, because you will get a feel how vision students are understanding and getting the things. So this is the schedule for that. So I feel already these things are already covered. Now economic section, energy debt relation, these are the pending topics. So these are the upcoming sessions, and these are the Telegram channel link. Civil by Abhinav sir and mechanical by Dheeraj Sardana. Okay.
Okay, guys, this session is today. Okay, today at 7 PM.
Sir, थोड़ा lag आ गया है.
हाँ, ये lag बताऊँ, इस स्मार्ट बोर्ड में कुछ lag है. This is 7 PM, guys, and this will be HPCL complete mock test for civil. Like sir is taking for mechanical. This is for civil tomorrow 11 AM. Okay, and this is just after 1 hour. That is 7 PM. And this is my Telegram group. Okay, now let's come to the first of all, sir, vacancies. The number of vacancies for mechanical is 57, a golden opportunity. For civil it is 18, for electrical 16, 36 and 43. Okay, the pattern now, guys. Let me tell you guys, first of all, sir, the biggest mistake the students are doing, that they are comparing the cutoff of previous years of HPCL with this year, but that time the marking was 0.
Yes.
negative marking was 0. So this time it is
negative
minus
marking.
0.25.
Yes. So guys, definitely things are going to change this time. Previously, if you see for general category 148 was around the cutoff. So this time it should not be that much because this negative marking will surely impact that cutoff. And this time cutoff should be going going lower, but not that much lower. You may be thinking it will be going down by 30-40 marks. Maybe not that much, because at that time number of vacancies were also more than 100 for mechanical only. This time they are in 50-60 range. So definitely some reduction you will feel.
See, the cutoff depends on mostly 3 things. Level of paper.
Yes.
Negative marking. And the third is number of aspirants. So guys, the major factor now, the paper level will not be going to change much. But yes, number of aspirants and the negative marking will be making a key role here. Number of aspirants are how many of HPCL is another thing. But with negative marking, you can expect that 15 to 20 marks this can be reduced.
Yes.
And guys, see, total 170 questions in 150 minutes. That means after in every 40 seconds you have to do a question. But guys, in that case, you don't think like doing the questions and first you select the technical questions, then you are taking the average of 40 seconds. No, in technical questions you can take a bit of more time, because in other subjects like reasoning and some numeric aptitude, it's like in English. English, you know the answer, it will be done in 10 seconds. Otherwise, you don't know even in 1 hour also.
Even sir, I would like to add, like in technical also, like for mechanical, if I give you an example, material science kind of subject, like for civil maybe building material. So there are some subjects which will not be having the questions using any time. Those will be question like by looking at the question you can answer. Like one common question, if I tell you about both the mechanical civil branches, like I am asking you about that the chemical composition of steel, or I will say percentage of carbon content in steel. So it is less than 2%. So by looking at that kind of question, you can directly tick whatever is correct or wrong. You may be thinking, sir, this level of questions are coming. Yes, this is the previous year HPCL question only which I said right now. Okay, so this type of questions will be there where you will be saving time. So whenever you are going to attempt the question in the first go, you need to do this level of questions only, where you need not to have any help, and you just can tick out, and this will give you confidence boost up, because let us say 20 such questions are there or 30 such questions are there which you are going to do with an average of maybe 10, 15 or 20 seconds each. So guys, this will save some time for you for the questions having any numerical calculation. Okay, then whenever you will see some questions will be there which would be requiring one level of calculation, for those questions also you can appear in the second go. And after that, when you are going for this, then you will be slowly going to the questions which you feel more calculations are required. Always attempt those questions where you feel that you are not confident at the last. Otherwise, if they are going to take your 2-3 minutes, they are going to affect your marks for sure. Because here many students last year also who appeared for the exam, they were saying ki 15 to 20 question we were knowing the answers, but we couldn't complete it. So that is because they have wasted some 2, 3, 5 minutes in some other calculative questions. So you need to avoid this mistake.
Okay, so guys, on an average, 50 seconds in technical, 40 in reasoning, 40 in aptitude, and 10 seconds in English is enough. But let me tell you guys, as sir has told, there are many questions in technical that you are doing in the same 10 seconds. Okay, so for numeric, where you have to put some numericals, 50 seconds is fine. Otherwise, like English, there are so many questions in technical that you are doing in 10 seconds, guys. And the level of HPCL paper will be much lesser than the GATE exam, because of course the GATE will be asking the vertical depth of the syllabus. बहुत गहराई तक जाएगा. In HPCL, guys, many questions will be formula based or direct one-liner question. So guys, you can do accordingly. Now this is the procedure of this CBT group task and personal interview. We have already taken a session on that, so we'll be seeing that in some other session. Now guys, time given to each question, guys. Sir, I guess for if there is a question in which the formula or anything is required, it will be taking 50 seconds for technical. Yes. Otherwise, there are many questions of technical that will be done in 10 seconds.
Yes, sir. Even means like steel example I have given. That is just by looking and taking that.
In that questions, English question, time in English and time in technical both are same.
Sure, sir. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So there are many things like that. Even in aptitude, you will see some questions like percentage based, which you will directly be giving the answer.
Okay, Munir Uddin, if you are asking for civil, then the civil mock test will be tomorrow at 11 AM.
Yes.
Okay. Now, sir, next question that many of the students, accuracy versus speed. Let me tell you guys, a very big myth is there that accuracy is important or even more important than speed. Let me tell you, the combination is important. Let me give you example of 2 students. One student who wants to be very accurate, and suppose he is attempting a 100 marks paper. and in 100 marks paper, he has attempted or she has attempted only of 50 marks because he wants to be very accurate. And suppose he's 90% accurate. So he has attempted for 50 marks out of 100. He is 90% accurate. So he or she will be scoring 45 marks. Out of 100, he or she has only attempted 50%. Why 50%? Because he or she wants to be very accurate. He will be scoring 45 marks. Let me talk of another student. Okay, let me talk of another student again. Suppose guys, this is a B student, again giving a 100 marks paper, and he knows that not only the speed accuracy but speed is also important. So he is attempting 80 marks paper, and out of 80 marks, suppose his accuracy is not as high as like this. 90% accuracy is not there. His accuracy is suppose only 80%, but still he will be scoring 64. Okay, he will be scoring 64 out of 100, guys. So please, this HPCL paper, guys, it will be majority of the things will be depending upon accuracy. Yes, it will be speed plus accuracy combination, but majority of things will be depending on speed. The reason being very simple, because the questions will not be very tough where you have to be very accurate. Of course, the questions will not be very calculative like GATE also. Okay, so the questions in which it is one-liner or directly you can solve, guys, rather than accuracy, speed is more important, because those are directly concept based or formula based. बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ करना नहीं है जो तुम्हें accurate होना पड़ेगा. These are such kind of questions where you know you will be accurate, where you don't know, of course you will not be able to solve. Such questions are there, because there are category of questions. Now such questions are there where you know the concept, but you have to be very accurate, because there are 4 to 5 steps, numerical steps, or you have to put some values. So you have to be very accurate while applying those steps, and then finally you will get the answer. But here the questions will be of one step. Okay, so accuracy will not be that much important factor, how much speed is. Okay, so please take care of that. Now next point sir will be taking, and that is sir expected cutoff out of the 170 questions.
Sir, I feel last time like it was around 148 in 2021. So I feel this time it should be somewhere more than 135, because as the number of seats are less as compared to last year. So I feel 135 plus should be the safe score, keeping negative marking in mind. Rest, definitely this is the expectation, because it also depend on the number of aspirant, also depend on the level of paper. But if it is goes like the last years, then 135 plus would be a safe score for this HPCL cutoff. And you know, this time also they have given the weightage to GD also, PI also, 85% to written, 5% to GD, 10% to, so you need to take care of that also. And in different section also you need to perform well. So try to score more in both the section, because aptitude part for HPCL is also very easy, like you can see previous year paper. Technical part is also very easy, okay, but you need to concentrate on theory subjects also. Like for GATE, generally students are not concentrated on material science subject, but you will see their questions are there, like different elements, what kind of they are having. So those kind of subjects are there in every branch, so you need to take care of those as well, because they are coming. Okay, whatever, they are not important for GATE, but they are important for HPCL.
Okay, sir, next thing is number of cycles to attempt.
So sir, I feel like this you should answer.
Okay, sir, guys, see, actually in most of the competition exam, what I said, that you should attempt the paper in 2 cycles. In first cycles, go through all the questions in which you are able to directly solve, or the questions which it will require a couple of seconds for putting a second thought in that. You do all those questions, and in the second cycle you do those questions which you are not very sure. Okay, why these 2 cycles? Because if you are going one by one and putting all your effort on all your questions, that might be last 10 or 20 questions are left, and out of those last 10 or 20 questions might be 15 questions or 12 questions are very easily you can do them. Okay, so usually I say that attempt the paper in 2 cycles. In first cycle, all the questions which you can do directly, and second questions where you are not very sure. But guys, in HPCL kind of paper, I don't find that there will be any question which you put extra effort and get the answer. The questions will be more likely, or 99% questions will be like that. Either in the first go you are going to solve them, or you are not going to solve them even in the second attempt also. Okay, so guys, here you should be attempting like a paper that in first cycle, guys, almost all questions you are completing, because this kind of paper will not give you an opportunity to go for the second cycle. Of course, first cycle and second cycle looks more easy in offline paper. This is a computer-based test where you have to scroll the things again and again. Okay, so it is not as easy as scrolling or turning the pages of offline paper. So these kind of questions where they are not very tough, I don't find that any question will be like that you are solving in the second attempt and not able to solve. Even if the question you are solving in the first attempt, then of course guys, if you are not able to solve in first attempt, second में भी नहीं हो पाएगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन आता ही नहीं है कि जिसमें बहुत ज्यादा कुछ कैलकुलेशन चाहिए. तो आपको पहले अटेम्प्ट में ही पता होगा कि you are able to solve or not. So majority of questions or the most of the paper you should be solving in the first paper only.
Actually, I would also like to add, if still you find any difficulty, then you can do one thing. Like when you see the question, you will see the data. By looking at the data, you will get to know whether it is a numerical or theory. So if you find some data is given, obviously that is going to be using some calculation. Attempt that in the second go if you want to go like that. Okay, in the first go for all the theory questions. That way you can go in the two ways. Otherwise, like sir was saying, majority of the questions would be like they are very simple, because in 2 hours, in very less time, you are going to solve 170 question. So that is for sure the level is not going to be difficult. Hardly 5-7 questions will be like that where calculations would be required. So go for those questions at the last. Rest you can see in the first go, okay? And if you see that calculations is required, go in the second go for those questions. Okay, so sir, moving to the next. So next is one question students are asking about extra syllabus. That also we will discuss. First is revision and practice. So guys, when we are talking about revision and practice here, practicing of numericals is not much required. So I would suggest you, like 2 papers are available from previous years 2021, 2022. So for that I would like to tell you, you go for the revisions most of the time and go for these 2 papers, taking it as a test that you should go. And second thing what you can do is the sessions taken by me and Aminav sir, because those sessions also we will try to keep the question of HPCL level only. So attend those 2-3 sessions in next 3 days, because I am going to take on Thursday and Friday. Sir is taking on tomorrow and maybe one more session after that. So attend those sessions and also go for last 2-year paper. Taking this as a sample paper or as a mock test, okay, by yourself, because answer keys are also available. You can see what you are going to get into that. So that thing also can help you. If HPCL paper you have already tried, you can try BDL paper, that is also available now, because that is also having the same level as that of HPCL. So that also you can try if you have not appeared for BDL. So that can also help you in that, okay. So obviously this is how you shall move on. Sir,
yes guys, actually
सर हैवी वर्ड है इंग्लिश का, इसके बारे में बताइए.
मेरे को भी इंग्लिश बहुत कम आती है. Okay, so guys, see, revision versus practice, but guys, more important should be capitalizing. Okay, capitalizing means whatever you have studied till now, you have to consolidate now those things. Okay, and sir, I want to score maximum in HPCL, whatever your efficiency is. Okay, somebody's maximum point is getting 80%, getting 90%, getting 60%, getting 40%, getting 60%. Now the thing is that whatever you deserve or whatever you have potential, out of that potential you have to score maximum. That is now the target. So the target is capitalizing the things. How much? What is the potential of Udin? What is the potential of Munir and Saxena? What is the potential of Mani, Tarak? That potential has to be achieved. That potential has to be effectively used so that you can score your maximum. Now your maximum, see, everybody is different. Somebody might be getting the brush up of all the things from revision, from formula copy, or from practice. Like suppose I am that kind of student. When I was preparing for the completion exam, that rather than practice, I more focus on revision. That with revision I can get more things capitalized at the end. Might be so for some other students, might be through practice can be there. And the best answer is, depending upon subjects, you can capitalize the things or you can consolidate the things so you can deliver maximum in the exam. So depending on subjects, you either in sub-subjects you can go for the revision in the subjects which are more theoretical and which are more conceptual or which are more numerical based. In them you can do practice. Okay, so you make a cocktail, okay, you make a combination that certain subjects you are revising now or you're capitalizing the concepts, you're consolidating the things so you can score your maximum in the exam through revision, and some of the subjects can be done in practice. Yes or no, guys? Everybody on the comment section. Okay, so guys, that should be your strategy for the next few sessions. Sir, this is the cutoff.
Yes. So, sir, I feel now we shall discuss about one last question that is related to about the new syllabus. So, guys, I don't feel in these 2-3 days you should go for the new syllabus, because 2-3 days are not enough to go for that. And if you see that syllabus, that only those students can go and do that, those who are preparing for engineering services paper 1, because those who are going to appear in ESC, they must be preparing for ESC paper 1, and all 8 subjects of ESC paper 1 plus the technical subject renewable energy, that is there the part of the syllabus of mechanical particularly. So if you are preparing for ESC already, then only concentrate on that. Okay, otherwise you should not go for that syllabus right now. Although my marathon is available on basics of project management, material science, my marathon is available on YouTube, but I will not suggest you, because these 3 days are not enough to do all these things. Even though you attend those sessions, you will not be able to do the questions, because remembering those things is going to be difficult, because in these 3 days you cannot do more than one time those sessions. So I feel that you need to avoid. Better than that, if you have time, you have done all those things, then you can try for some of the subject which you feel, which you can understand, like material sciences, there in technical also. Okay, rest I would like to say ki better not to go for that if you have not even touched that portion. Okay, so all the best for the exam, and we are going to meet, like tomorrow Abhinav sir would be taking a session, day after tomorrow I'll be taking, and we will be meeting for the session, and we will be having the mock test. Okay, so be ready for that. I will try to incorporate some questions of all the subjects in the mock test, so that you get a clear feel of paper. So goodbye for this particular video. We will meet again.
Thank you guys.